Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another daily video. Microsoft. I don't know what else to say about Microsoft, but Xbox apparently doesn't want their customers anymore because I really don't know what they want at this point. This, I don't know how, but somehow I just found this article today because for me personally this is rather important, and yeah, let's just immediately dive in. As always, everything I'm going to show you is linked in the description box down below. Like this article from Game Rant written by Aaron McKinley. Xbox Magnus leak teases expensive console more powerful than the PS6. Yeah, how did that work out for Microsoft with the Series X? Because maybe you remember in the early days, oh, but the Xbox is more powerful than the PS5. Yeah, how did that work out? A new leak has revealed details on the next Xbox Magnus processor, which could give the console a hefty price tag but better performance than the PlayStation 6. As the current console generation comes to a close, all eyes turn to the next, with both Microsoft and Sony confirming there is hardware in the works but remaining tight-lipped about the details. Now it seems the next Xbox may lose to the PS6 on price but beat it in terms of power. All I hear with this one is the Xbox is going to lose against the PS6, which is, it's not a surprise. I mean, the goodwill people had for the Xbox is almost gone. It's basically dead right now. If it had a heartbeat, it would be just with, I don't know, let's be generous, 30 BPM. And that is really, really generous. Because the Switch, this is not a competition with the Switch 2 and the next-gen consoles of Microsoft and Sony. Because again, the Switch is on the same power level of a PS4. It's not going over 9,000. And we're already talking about next-gen consoles. People are just buying Nintendo Switch consoles because of nostalgia, because of first-party titles, and because some of them, the Nintendo shills, are just going to gobble up everything that Nintendo is throwing in front of them on their tables. And this is why they also let them deal with all the censorship Nintendo is trying to do now with the Pikmin drama. Maybe you have heard of it, but this is totally tangential now. Again, this is just a thing between Microsoft and Sony, and Microsoft is going to lose again. Despite some rumors to the contrary, Microsoft has confirmed it's actively working on future Xbox consoles, which, again, I really do hope so. That this is true, because I don't want Sony to have a monopoly on the regular console in every household. They need a competitor, even if it's the shitty Xbox. Even if it opted for a partnership with Asus for its new handheld. Beyond that, though, the company has not offered many details about what to expect. There have been comments about it being akin to a PC and confirmation that AMD will be involved. Like everywhere else, AMD is everywhere. But not many specifics on price or performance. A new leak may offer some insights. Let's go into that one. Leaker claims Xbox Magnus APU will outperform PS6 hardware but raise console costs. In an October 8th YouTube video, notably hardware leaker Moore's Law is dead dug into Magnus. The processor AMD is reportedly making for the next-gen Xbox, claiming it will be more powerful than the PS6. We're going in circles here every time and again. This feels like, I'm sorry, Aaron, but it was Aaron. Yes. Do you have a minimum word count for this article? This really feels like it. Magnus will reportedly be the largest APU in a gaming console in history, which is really easy because you just have to make it bigger. and more importantly boast a whopping 68 RDNA5 compute units, up to 11 CPU cores and up to 48 gig of GDDR7 RAM. In an earlier video, Moore's Law instead claimed the PS6 will feature up to 48 RDNA5 compute units and 8 CPU cores, so the Xbox would certainly have the upper hand on specs. Moore's Law instead said he expects this to result in slightly better performance, but that the gap may not be too noticeable when playing on large TVs rather than a monitor. So again, the whole thing here is you can have the biggest APU on the market in history. If the engineering of the software is not the best, it doesn't matter. I can have my old car was a tiny Toyota Yaris, or Yaris as we say in Germany. And when you look at from the outside, it's a car. It has 4 wheels and it can drive. But just imagine that there is the engine of, I don't know, a Porsche in there. That might be awesome. But you might not be able to do anything with it because the hose from the gas tank to the engine has not changed. There is just a tiny sliver of petrol running from the gas tank to the engine. So there is not enough power. That is the bottleneck. This might be the same thing again. We have Mark Cerny, the man with the buttery smooth voice, and one of the most intelligent and smart people in engineering out there in the world, working on the PS6. You have to compete with that, Microsoft. And they also have the thing with AMD. This means nothing. Everything. I mean, I don't know what RDNA5 compute units is, I admit, but this means nothing to 99% of the people, probably. I mean, at least in the console market, the regular customer there. They just want to see that it works. The video also suggests that the next Xbox hefty hardware will cost a pretty penny, estimating that Magnus could drive the next-gen Xbox above the $800 mark, potentially reaching as much as $1,200. Let's just finish the paragraph. That may be unwelcome news in light of how Microsoft recently raised Xbox Series X and S costs on top of increasing Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription price, but Moore's Law instead theorized that the new Xbox may be more of a PC competitor than a direct alternative to the PlayStation 6. Okay, do you remember my earlier videos when I said that Microsoft is raising the prices of the Xbox Series X and S to bring it more to the area of the shitty named handheld console of ROG, Ally, Xbox Series X, Xbox, whatever the stupid name is, because that one is also really expensive. So they're basically watering down the cost of everything, so everyone is just like, yeah, they are already at the almost same-ish price, and this is the reason why they did it. It's just that simple. But if this is true, $1,200, this is in Germany basically what they are doing. It's almost 1-to-1 in euros. I paid 400 euros for my digital version of the PS5 because I wasn't able to get my hands onto a disc version. This is 3 times the amount. I can still play the same games for at least 2 years on my PS5. And even then, I'm not doing it because I have a PC. It's that simple. And even if you wanted to be a PC competitor, the regular people out there, those who do not care what a console is, they just want the plug and play experience. That was me a long time ago. And even at this point, I still want that back. This is why I have a Steam Deck. It's that simple. People do not care if it's a PC competitor. They just see, oh, there's a PlayStation 6. There is the next stupid named Xbox. That's it. They're just seeing another console. And when they see that hefty price tag, even if it is 800, that's way too much. They already lost so many people with their shitty ass Game Pass price, with the ultimate subscription being $360 a year. Always count this one up per year, not per month. I don't care if it's just $30 per month. I really do not care. It's $360 a year, and even then, it's still shitty. Making the next-gen Xbox more in line with gaming PCs than a conventional console does line up with earlier rumors about the system. Of course, nothing is certain until Microsoft makes an official announcement. It may be a while before that happens too. As current rumors suggest, the new Xbox could come out in 2027. Also, that too is unconfirmed for now. Even if it's coming out in 2027, I really do not hope so, because if the PlayStation 6 is going to be released next year in 2026, we desperately need a competitor. We really, really do. And at this point, I don't know who should do it. Maybe Sega should go back into the console market. That would be nice. I would buy it, probably. Depends on what it does. But yeah, let's see, because regular console gaming is dying. I say regular. There is no regular when we have the Switch and the Switch 2 with the docked handheld and everything else. When the PlayStation 6 is also going to go that route, it's going to be the same. And if Microsoft is really going with the PC competitor, that is also going to be not the regular console experience. Oh no, they're going to put Windows 11 on it, aren't they? Oh no. They're going to do it. That's gonna suck. But yeah, let's leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I'm keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the things that make the dings. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more video game news every day. And by that I of course mean like and subscribe, and if you want you can share this video with your friends. And please turn off YouTube's restricted mode. Otherwise, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated. And I will see you either later in the stream with Nier Automata, with finishing my Steam backlog, or tomorrow with the next video. Bye, bye, bye.